2009. A simpler time. The iPhone 3GS had people lining up like it was the cure for boredom. Samsung had launched its first Galaxy phone before it became the megastar of Android, and MySpace was still clinging to life like a spider on a windowsill. And let's not forget, the height of comedy was watching grainy football memes on YouTube. What a year. But 2009 wasn't just about memes and bad Wi-Fi. It was also the year Nokia came swinging with a new phone that made us feel like we were holding the future. The Nokia E72. This little beast was every business tycoon's dream phone. A QWERTY keyboard so satisfying it made you type emails just for the thrill of it. Not to mention the handy mail button that is located on the device. Now you definitely will not be seeing that on any modern devices we have now. Look at this craftsmanship. The E72 is rocking a sleek steel-like design that just feels incredible to hold in your hands. With many modern phones, it feels like your hand is stretching to its full extent just to hold the thing. However, the E72 fits perfectly like a glove. It wasn't just a phone, it was your mobile office, your social media manager, and if you squinted hard enough, it even kind of looked like a BlackBerry. Same corporate aesthetic, but you didn't need a corporate salary to buy it. Now, what were the specs? This phone had a phenomenal 5-megapixel camera. It's important to note, in 2009, this wasn't just a camera. It was your pocket-sized film studio. I was really surprised to see how this photo turned out. I even tried the video function as well, which was great for its time. 3G connectivity was another feature of this device. This wasn't just Wi-Fi driven, this phone had 3G in 2009, fast enough to think about loading YouTube, but slow enough to remind you that patience is a virtue. This phone also came with a micro SD slot, expandable up to 16 gigabytes. This was enough for a couple of episodes of a small TV show, or maybe a few chapters from that audiobook you swore you'd finish. Located next to the SD port is also a USB port which gives you the option to connect to your computer. Another feature that I really liked was the Notes app. Now, you may be thinking that it's just a Notes app, what could be so good about it? But for 2009, this was revolutionary. Remember, this phone had a QWERTY keyboard, which means it was much more easier to write notes than it would be on other devices. My Android phone that came out in 2023 doesn't even have a pre-installed Notes app, so Nokia, as usual, was way ahead of the curve. And check this out, a flashlight. All you have to do is press hard on the spacebar and you've activated the phone's flashlight. Not a lame flashlight app, but an actual light. This wasn't just a phone, it was your handy night guide as well. Extremely cool for 2009, I must repeat. Now I was surprised with this one. This phone came with a pre-installed dictionary app. What a gem. Who would have thought of pre-installing a dictionary? Nokia, of course. Honestly, the user interface here is almost better than Google's current bland dictionary. I really enjoyed using this feature, and I could tell it would have come in clutch during 2009. I even tested the internet. Big moment here. The first thing that came to mind was to search cat. And surprise, surprise, it did work. I managed to load up a few images. However, forget about clicking URLs. Who needs websites when you've got your trusty 2003 VAIO computer? Next is the calculator app. Now, was this usable? Technically, yes, but let's be real, nobody in 2009 was ditching their actual state-of-the-art Casio calculator for this. I mean, imagine trying to do taxes on this thing. I couldn't even do 1 plus 1. Now I know I lauded this keyboard earlier in this video for being much better than its comparative previous Nokia devices. However, although this keyboard was definitely remarkable for its time, after using it in 2024, it does feel very small, and sometimes I find myself clicking on different buttons when trying to write a coherent sentence. But hey, that's probably just my 2024 vantage point speaking. And now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Symbian OS operating system. Many tech videos that I watch now on YouTube look back at this system very fondly. However, navigating it in 2024 feels a bit difficult, and it is definitely, as I say, rather clunky. Compare it to its iOS counterpart, the iPhone 3GS, and it's clear which device won the usability battle. But for a business phone, the E72 still oozes class and charm. So here's to the Nokia E72, a phone that didn't just survive the technological quests that it embarked upon. It was rugged, reliable, and maybe a little rough around the edges, but hey, I guess that's just 2009 for you. If you have a retro phone you want me to review next, drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video because nostalgia deserves to go viral too.